My bones are all hollow. Like a bird's, I say. If you took my bones from my skin, you could see all the way through them. A calcium straw water pipe. The willow tree was silent, as she often was when the warblers swayed through her green hair. I think she didn't want to scare them with her deep, rumbling voice. It was hard to be angry at the warblers. Their tiny bodies defying laws of mass and gravity, and besides, I was their kin now. Because of my bones, you see. The willow tree strands just barely touched the still water, only marring their perfect reflection when a strong wind blew ripples along the surface and reality shifted for a moment. I stepped off of the bank into the cold water, my heel hitting something sharp and my toes sinking into the sludge, making the green water brown. Man-made ponds are never as healthy as natural ponds. There is a sense of misalignment in everything they are. No history, no chance, no danger. Even the willow tree was planted in the perfect spot when she was a few years old. Tended and cared for by human hands. Now she is old, her roots deep. I watch her carefully, then join her. My back curves downward until my hair just barely touches the water. My arms bend and twist in thick knots, and my toes curl into the watery earth. Then we dance. We dance with the wind and the warblers and the bubblers someone put in the middle of the pond to keep the mosquitoes from making homes. We dance with the mosquitoes who made homes anyway. And the petals of the cherry blossoms taking the long way down, and the rabbits nibbling at the carefully labeled plants, and the robins rustling in the dead leaves, ruby chests blazing among the brown. Then someone is behind me. I smell them first. The sickly sweet scent of too ripe fruit. Someone's armpits winning the battle against antiperspirant. I feel my own cold drop of sweat trickle down my back, coming to rest at the pink elastic of my too tight underwear. And I stand up so fast that for a moment I cannot see.
I found you.
I didn't know I was lost.
I've been searching for you. All over.
I don't know who you are.
Listen to me. Listen closely and I will tell you. I traveled here backward to find you. In some other moment, many years from now, I am holding your hand. Your fat fingers and my knobby knuckles, so complementary in the way that they touch. In another moment, we are stealing blackberries off of other people's bushes, our mouths stained purple red, giving us away. In another moment, your hair is mixing in with mine in the shower drain, and we have to call the plumber to pull it out. And it feels embarrassing and intimate to see what left our bodies being pulled back to the surface by strange hands. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is what time is.
But why travel back to me? Here. Now.
In another moment, very far away, you are angry. In another moment, you say something I cannot shake.
What do I say?
You tell me I took all these moments away from you. Away from what they could have been. You tell me that I took them and you won't get them back. You say that you'll never forgive me.
That doesn't sound like something I would say.
You were angry. And sad.
Oh.
So what I did, you see, I stitched each moment together. I made a quilt of my life and stitched it with time. I tore a hole through the fabric and stepped through. It was a very long and dark and painful journey. It felt like years until I found you. And I found you.
Why this moment? Why come here?
Because in a moment, a year from now, you will come to your willow tree and I will be there. And you must not come towards me. You must turn and find a different tree.
Why?
Because I want to give you your moments back. I took them and I'm trying to give them back.
Tell me about the future.
Everything is easier. But also more difficult. It's hard to explain. Nothing has changed, but also everything.
Do we come to this pond a lot?
Yes.
And the warblers? The willow tree?
They're here. But tired.
And you and I? We're in love?
Most of the time, yes.
Do we dance?
Sometimes.
Dance with me now. Do you hear the willow? The water? Listen close.
I made a mistake going back to find you. I didn't intend to...
Why is it a mistake?
I don't know.
Because we're falling in love?
Are we?
Are we? Will we ever get bored
Of what?
of making toast and buying toilet paper and vacuuming the rug and calling plumbers and holding hands?
Oh. I don't know.
I hope not.
If you got bored, what would you do?
I don't know.
I don't think we'll get bored.
I hope not.
Everything is changing always. There will be something new to make and learn and see.
If I don't get bored, what if I get tired?
Then we'll hibernate through the winter and come out with the crocuses. We'll lay in lily of the valley and kiss in chrysanthemums. And when we are tired, we'll rest.
What if we bicker? What if we fight?
We will. But then we'll forgive. And we'll start all over again.
So a year from now, what will happen?
I don't know. I guess time will adjust accordingly.
Here, go to the tree.
Why?
I want to see what it would have felt like to meet you when I was supposed to. Tell me what it was like.
Well, it was very warm. There were dragonflies on the rocks, and bees in the blossoms.
Oh, and you're scared of bees. Scared of bees with their soft yellow knee pads and chunky tummies and sharp behinds.
Yes! Yes, so I was up in the willow tree keeping an eye out for the bees.
And you had apple blossoms in your hair.
No, I did
Oh,
not.
let me tell my version. And I had little circles of mud on my cheeks like this.
And I turn and see the most beautiful swamp creature I've ever...
It's a pond, not a swamp.
Okay, pond creature. The most beautiful pond creature I've ever seen.
And I start to dance.
And a little bird lands on your head.
And we both stop.
And look at it.
Look at it.
And look at each other.
And the rest is history. Or the future. More or less.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Tell me.
Why are you keeping me here? I was trying to give you your time back. Someday you will ask for it back. Here I am. I'm trying to give it back.
But I don't want it back.
But you will.
No.
You will.
No.
You will.
Your leg next to mine, buried within the creeping Charlie. The violets, purple, and their white ghost sisters, bluebells tall, the delicate porcelain snowdrops. Oh, the fat red ants and the little black ones on a journey across our mountainous ankles. If we stay here long enough, the moss will spread, the dirt will gather, the worms will make homes in our nostrils, and the flowers will take root between our fingertips. The rabbits will hop cautiously on our bellies, and the starlings will gather at our feet, plotting their wicked deeds. This will happen to us someday, if not now. In one way or another, we will decompose, and we will fertilize. Oh, and the smell of the grass and the lemon soap in my mother's kitchen makes me think of my childhood. A beautiful, wondrous, and far away thing. I want to tell you about who I was then. Small, with fine hair on my legs and front teeth too big for my mouth. Oh. I want to tell you how I saw the world then, about the books I read and the stories I made up. But I feel so far away from that small girl, who I look back on and admire, but cannot touch. Only smells and photographs and dreams bring me back to those moments, and never for long. See the warblers in the willow tree? They sing to her, and she sings back. And we get to witness. How lucky are we to be here, right now? My knees knocking into yours, your lips on my eyelids. I tell you my story the best I can. And you listen. Look at me. I love you.
I know this.
I love you. I really do.
I love you.
You say it, but you look so sad.
It hurts. Doesn't it hurt?
Yes! It burns me up.
It eats me whole. I love you so good, and I love you so bad. But everything would be easier if nothing was tethering me to this place. I can no longer pretend that I am present because I am just a visitor, really. Just a shadow of what comes next, trying to change your mind. Listen to me. I am crying out for help because I can live with you or without you, but I cannot live with losing you. Hold me. I am hurting. For the world is cruel. It is spinning much faster than I, and I am running, trying to hold everything together, trying to keep my equilibrium, but I am so tired. Listen to me. I can't live in this half state. I must find someplace permanent. Right now, I don't know if you are that.
I am.
Please don't hurt me. Please don't be mean to me. In so many moments, I am being left behind. I want to be the one leaving. This is what I'm trying to do.
I'm not used to being left.
You're very lucky then.
I am the goose. The monarch. Leaving for a season, but I will come back. I always do.
But I'm tired of waiting for you to find your way back to me. Listen to me, please. I am so tired. I am calling out to you. I am begging for some sort of solace. What promises can you make me?
I don't promise things. Everything changes too quickly. See the leaves? They just turned green, but some already flutter to the ground. Before we know it, the branches will be bare once more.
You aren't hearing what I say. You are somewhere else. I am calling to you, searching for you in the fabric of my life. Hear my voice on the breeze in this still and tepid water. I am the turtle on the rock in the sun, the bluegill, almost translucent, suspended.
I do hear you. But you're just a murmur. I see you, and you're a shadow. Give me something more.
I have nothing left. I am disappearing as we speak. I have to go back to the time I belong. I say that I'm giving you your moments back, and yes, I am. But can't you see that I'm trying to save myself too? I am running away. Let me.
But I can't not love you.
Sometimes you can be selfish.
I know. I want to be happy.
So do I. The letter I left in her pocket. By the time you read this, I will be gone. I found the tear in this moment that I left when I first arrived. I'm about to go back through. I shouldn't have stayed. Please turn away from me. Please find a new tree.
The letter I buried at the roots of the willow. You don't get to take my tree from me, and you don't get to give me back my moments if I don't want them. I don't care what I'll say some moment far from now. You should have let it be.
The letter I gave to a spider to place beneath her pillow. I'm doing this for you and for myself. Please don't expect me to invest in future pain for some sort of temporary happiness.
The letter I bent into a paper boat and blew into the water. You told me time adjusts accordingly. Things will be different now.
The letter I stuffed into a snail shell, which made its way, slowly but surely, to her. Can we try again?
The letter I put inside a peanut butter sandwich and swallowed right up. Meet me at the willow tree. The dark wolf-like dog with the stick and the limp. The trees that twist around each other. Moss on the roof and red shutters. The mud sucks my shoes. The wet dandelion wishes stick to my laces. The trust between a squirrel and a tree branch. I will walk a tightrope from my soul to yours, fallen, scattered red buds among the bricks. I can finally see the world from far away, and it's not a blue marble, but an egg. Fragile and promising, freckled but smooth. Look, you can hold it in your hand. Don't worry, it won't break. Feel the life contained inside, so big and so small in all moments, strung together through protein and love, each moment important and malleable and forgettable. Look, you hold each one in your hand. You are so beautiful, so sweet in my red mouth. I hold you there, and together we rediscover who we were before we met, before we grew up and fell in love with something other than ourselves.
Hello.
Oh, hello? What? What is it?
You have an apple blossom in your hair.
Oh.
I see you've met my tree.
Why aren't you kind to me? You could so easily take me in your arms and say